Okay, we'll start again. Solomon was a wise man, as Libby noted tonight, which I thought was interesting because I'm going to be reading a few verses from Proverbs, but I'm going to start off in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13 and 14. The end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment, with every secret thing, whether good or evil. That's pretty strong words. It's kind of scary words, too. That all your secrets on the judgment day are going to be exposed. So I want to turn over to Proverbs. So Proverbs talks about fear 14 times. So I had an old Bible falling apart. It had all the markups in it. And this is one that Charlene couldn't read. She always complained the printing was too small. So I took it over, but it doesn't have any markups in it. So I got my old Bible out, started looking at it, and I fumbled into Proverbs, and there's a lot of red marks in there. And I thought, wow, this is pretty profound. So that's what I've been studying. So we're going to start off in Proverbs 1:7. And so Proverbs deals with wisdom for everyday life. Whether you're young, whether you're wise, whether you don't want to be wise type person, as Libby noted. Proverbs has a message for you. So in Proverbs 1:7 it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction." So the fear of the Lord is the first step in building our foundation of a strong Christian. Then we're going to drop down to Proverbs 2 in verse 5. "Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God." So the fear of God is learned. If you have the desire, you can also go back up to Proverbs 1:29 where it says that fear is a choice to accept or reject, or wisdom is a choice to accept or reject. And the fool will reject it, obviously. Proverbs 8 and verse 13. "The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogance, the evil way, and the perverted mouth I hate." So the fear of God is definitive, knowing right from wrong. So these are all marginal notes that I had in my Bible that, wow, I hadn't read these in a long time. But I went online to Bible Gateway and I copied down the New American Standard Version, which I thought stated it very plainly, and these verses pretty much stand on their own. So Proverbs 9 and verse 10. "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." So fear of God is enlightening. Gives you the ability to make good decisions. The fool he doesn't have that ability to make good decisions. It's all about the here and now. Proverbs 10:27. "The fear of the Lord prolongs life." Well, that's a pretty good verse. There's lots of commercials on TV, or we're always trying to prolong our life. Well, fear can prolong your life because you made good decisions. If you're making good decisions, you're not going to be strung out on drugs or be an alcoholic that can't control himself. So that's a good thing. So the fear of God is beneficial in life. Proverbs 14:26 through 27. "In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will have refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, by which one may avoid the snares of death." There's that prolonged life again. The fear of God is liberating. And as a side note, Matthew 10:18, it says, "Don't fear the person that can kill you, can hurt you. Fear the person that can cause your soul to be lost, lose both your body and your soul. Proverbs 15 and verse 16. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure and turmoil with the treasure. Takeaway message here is the fear of God is better, a better way to live. Sometimes when you have too much, you lay there awake thinking about it. You go, why did I do this? Or why did I get that? This is way too much trouble. So sometimes less is more. Proverbs 15:33. The fear of the Lord is the instruction for wisdom, and before honor comes humility. So the fear of God is practical. Proverbs 16:6. By mercy and truth, atonement is made for wrongdoing, and by the fear of the Lord, one keeps away from evil. So the fear of God is transforming. Proverbs 19 and verse 23. The fear of the Lord leads to life, so that one may sleep satisfied. That's a good one. Untouched by evil. There's nothing like a good sleep than when you go to bed satisfied. So if you have the right fear, the fear of God is sufficient to keep you satisfied. Proverbs 22 and verse 4. The reward of humility and the fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life. So the fear of God is rewarding. And the last one is Proverbs 23 and verse 17. Do not let your hearts envy sinners, but live in the fear of the Lord always. So the fear of God is not circumstantial. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have. And that's a secret to being happy too. Be content. So that's all I have in Proverbs on fear. That's 14 times it talks about fear. I thought that was quite a few. Sure. Yeah. So that's my devo tonight on fear. So if there's anyone subject to the invitation, we ask that you come as we stand and sing.